Let's talk Tanya for the 10th of Tamuz of a leap year. Today we wrap up Shaar Hayichud Veha'emunah, the second part of Tanya. And today's Tanya, the Alter Rebbe begins continuing on the conversation of yesterday's Tanya, where the Alter Rebbe said that the heavens, the general heavens, they are created by the actual 10 utterances, or the utterance of Yehi Rakia, whereas the detailed creations, they come from different configurations and permutations of the 10 utterances. And in today's Tanya, the Alter Rebbe says, a way to imagine this is the 10 utterances are like the sun, and the energy that comes from them is like the light of the sun. And then when you take the letters of the 10 utterances and reconfigure them and come up with different words, that is like the light of the moon. It's ultimately, the moon is just reflecting the light of the sun, but obviously we cannot compare the intensity of moonlight to the intensity of sunlight. But then it goes through this process many times over, and the letters get reconfigured and reconfigured until finally we have a reduced enough energy in order to create even inanimate objects such as earth and stones. With this, we have concluded Shaar Hayichud Veha'emunah, Mazel Tov, on concluding the second part of Tanya. We started off this section. We started off Shaar Hayichud Veha'emunah with the Alter Rebbe making the following statement. He says, Lahavin ma'at mizeir, to understand just a little bit that which it says in the Zohar about the unity of God, the higher level of unity, the lower level of unity. I think that we got what the Alter Rebbe promised us, a very little bit. We certainly have not done justice to the concepts in this section of Tanya, which are very, very deep. The deepest mysteries and secrets of Kabbalah we've spoken about. But hopefully we've taken the first step, and every journey begins with a first step. And hopefully, at least in a small way, we have a new understanding and appreciation of God. We look at the world somewhat differently, realizing the reality of the world is perhaps a little less real than we thought and imagined before we learned Shaar Hayichud Veha'emunah. And hopefully all of this motivates us to try to have a deeper and better relationship with God, who after all is the only real reality that exists. Tomorrow we start the third section of Tanya, Yigar Sachuvah, which we will, God willing, introduce in tomorrow's Let's Talk Tanya.